to episode 6 of the Mother of the Bride Tips wedding planning series. Today we will go over some tips for finding a venue for your wedding. In case we haven't met yet, my name is Kristen and I have helped 2 daughters plan their weddings, one in 2 months and the other across 2 years. So I've been on both ends of the spectrum. So I am taking what I learned and making this video series to help other brides like you through the process. It goes along with the printable wedding planner I designed, which is available in my Etsy shop. So now that we have become a bit acquainted, let's get started. In case you missed the previous episodes about creating a vision for your wedding, selecting a wedding date, setting a budget for your wedding, choosing your attendance, and making a guest list, the link to the playlist can be found below and at the end of the video. Today, we are going to help you find a venue for your wedding. You might be wondering, where do we start when trying to find a wedding venue? Well, start with your vision for your wedding. We talked about this in episode 1. You probably already have an idea of some venues that fit your vision. And also keep in mind how many guests you want to invite, which we talked about in episode 5, so you can look for a venue that accommodates your target number. Start researching the wedding venues in your area or the destination you desire and gathering information. Keep your notes in a spreadsheet or in a notebook for easy reference. I have a venue hunting bundle in my Etsy shop available for download that can be used to help you compare venues. See the link below if that interests you. Then email or call the ones you are most interested in to set up some appointments to visit these locations if possible. You can bring your fiance or your mother or your maid of honor, whoever is helping you with the wedding planning. This is a great activity for moms and brides to do together, but also be sure to include the groom. My second daughter and I chose one location each week to visit until we found the one that fit our needs. Her fiance was pretty laid back and was fine with us doing the footwork, but wanted to be included in the final decision. Before you visit your venue, make a list of questions to ask about the venue to find out if it meets your needs and your budget. So, what questions should you ask about the venue? Let's talk about that next. All these questions are listed on the worksheet in my venue hunting bundle available in my Etsy shop. And there will be a coupon code to get 50% off at the end of the video, so be sure to keep watching. Now let's get back to those questions. First of all, will this venue be for your ceremony, your reception, or both? Next, what is the seating capacity? And how many tables and chairs are included? You are basically finding out if this venue will fit your target number of guests. Next, is there a fire code limit you need to be aware of? If it's a park lodge, ask about the heating if you are having a winter wedding. Ask about the cooling if you are having a summer wedding. Also, ask how much parking is available and if they have overflow areas if needed. You will also want to know if any decorations are included. Country clubs and party houses often have some centerpieces available at no extra cost. If you want to bring your own decorations, ask if that is permitted and what the rules are about hanging up decor. Command hooks are often acceptable since they are removable. Does this venue provide in-house catering? And if you want drinks served, do they have a liquor license and is bar service included? If you want to bring in your own caterer or do your own food, is there a kitchen area available for you to use? You will also want to know, is this a public or private location? We rented a lodge in a public park, so to make it more private, we also rented the shelter right next to it to reduce the chances of the public disturbing us on the wedding day. If you are having a winter wedding, ask about places where people can hang their coats. And if you'll be inviting families with kids, ask if there is an area for the children to be if needed. If some of your guests will be in wheelchairs, ask about handicap accessibility. Of course, you will want to know where the bathrooms are located. And if you would like to get dressed at the venue, do they have any dressing rooms available? If you will be needing a sound system, do they have one available? If you want dancing, do they have a dance area and room for a DJ or band? You will also need to know if you can rehearse at the wedding venue or do you need to find another location. For my daughter's wedding at the Park Lodge, we rented the shelter next to it for the rehearsal since it was less expensive, but still had access to the lawn where the ceremony was going to be. Then finally, what is the total fee? What forms of payment do they accept? How much deposit is required and when do they need it by? And just in case, what is the cancellation fee? Be sure to keep notes about each venue so you can compare them to each other to find the one that best fits your needs. There is a printable template in my venue hunting bundle that can make this easier for you. Be sure to watch for that coupon code and link at the end of the video. So, what will make this venue hunting easier? Here are a few tips I learned while helping my daughters with this task. Tip number 1. Print out the venue information from the internet or emails to save in your planner. Then bring your planner to your appointment so you can refer to it if needed. Tip number 2, bring a clipboard with your list of questions and some extra paper for taking notes or drawing diagrams. If you have graph paper, that can come in very handy here. You can also take notes right in your planner, but often a clipboard is easier to manage. Tip number 3, if possible, try to visit your venue during the same season or time of day you want your wedding. This is particularly helpful if you are planning an outdoor ceremony and you want to know where the shade is going to be. Tip number 4, be sure to take lots of photos of each venue. Don't rely on just your memory. Take a photo from each corner of the space you are considering in order to catch all the features. Tip number 5, if you are doing your own setup and decorating, bring a tape measure with you and paper to write down the dimensions. Be sure also to measure where the doors and windows are and include them in the dimensions. And tip number 6, after you make your deposit, put a copy of the venue contract in your wedding planner notebook. I hope you found these tips helpful. Coming up next is how to compare caterers for your wedding. Some wedding venues include catering, but if yours doesn't and you need to find one, be sure to watch the next episode for some tips on how to do that. And if you are interested in taking a look at the wedding venue worksheet bundle I have available in my Etsy shop, the link is provided below. Use the code YouTube50 for 50% off your purchase. And if you want help planning your entire wedding, I have step-by-step wedding planners available in my shop that will take you through the whole process. See the link below if you are interested. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. To see more episodes of this wedding planning series as they are released, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next episode.